On behalf of Seva International Singapore, welcome to our first Malay lesson. My name is Madam Siva, and we hope that these lessons will enable you to speak simple Malay so that you can chat with your neighbors or colleagues who may speak only Malay. You may also find it useful when you travel or work in countries where Malay is used. And we will be conducting these lessons in English, and we will start with a set of 20 lessons. Is that okay? All right. Malay is a language spoken in many countries in this region: Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and Singapore. And it is the official language in many of these countries. Have you been to any of these countries?
Yeah, I have been to Malaysia and Indonesia where Malay is
Yes.
spoken.
And you have had a chance to listen to Malay, and you would have noticed that those countries have road signs and many of their information leaflets in Malay. It is also Singapore's national language, though it is just one of the 4 official languages we use in the media. Malay is easy to read because it has a Romanized text and it uses the English alphabet. And it is mainly read as it is written. So phonetically, it is easier to say the Malay words when you see them because it is read as you see it. Now, classic Malay has grown with a mix of many languages, including Sanskrit, Tamil, Arabic, Portuguese, and of course, English. And as we go along, I will share some of these examples in the following lessons. Next slide, please. Now, a common way to start learning a language is to learn how to greet people in that language, especially when you travel. And for Malay, the standard word is selamat. Selamat means well or good. And it follows most of the greetings starts with this word. So for instance, selamat pagi is good morning. Could you try saying that?
Selamat pagi.
Right. Pagi means morning. So selamat pagi is good morning. It's the same way, selamat tengah hari is good afternoon. Now, selamat is good. Tengah is half, actually, and hari is day. So afternoon is considered half day. So selamat tengah hari. Try that.
Selamat tengah hari.
Right. If you listen carefully, I did not say tengah because the G is kind of silent. So you say tengah and don't really shout the G. Some words will come where you sound the G, some you don't. Selamat petang for the next word is good evening. Petang means evening. So selamat petang is good evening. Try that.
Selamat petang.
Yes. And the last on this page is selamat malam. Now malam is night. So selamat malam is good night. Now when do you say selamat petang and when do you say selamat malam? Now, anytime after 4 o'clock in the evening, you say selamat petang. But if you go somewhere in the late evening, and even if it is your first time getting into a place or meeting someone in the evening at night, you don't say selamat malam because selamat malam is like a goodbye, good night. So you would greet people with selamat petang, and then when you're leaving, you say selamat malam. It's just a practice, just like in English too. All right, next slide. All right, now selamat is also used to greet people on auspicious days. For instance, Selamat Hari Raya, where Hari is day and Raya is a day of celebration. So good wishes for the day of celebration. So you can use it for Deepavali, you can use it for Pongal, say Selamat Hari Pongal, or you can say Selamat Hari um, uh, Raya Cina for Chinese New Year. You want to try one, student?
Okay. Selamat Hari Pongal.
Pongal, yeah. Selamat Hari Pongal is happy day, happy Pongal, all right? Or good wishes for Pongal, yeah. Selamat Jalan is bon voyage or safe journey. So when you say goodbye to someone who's leaving your house or leaving your workplace and going off somewhere, you say Selamat Jalan or bon voyage. And it means safe journey, all right? Try that.
Selamat Jalan.
Now, jalan is going to be a very common word you will learn. It means walk, road, and way. And there are many ways to use it. It's also going to come as walking. It's going to come as where you go. So we will look out for this word in our future lessons and see how it is used. Now, the next word is selamat tinggal. Now, tinggal is goodbye. So selamat tinggal is goodbye, where tinggal means to stay or to leave behind or to live. So selamat tinggal is goodbye. So if you are leaving in the office, someone is leaving the office, or you were bidding someone goodbye, you would say selamat tinggal. Try that again.
Selamat tinggal.
Now there are two G's there. So in this word, the G's are sounded. So you say tinggal. Now, Selamat Hari Jadi would be happy birthday. Now, Jadi means to make, create, or born. So Selamat Hari Jadi is happy birthday. You can wish someone happy birthday. Try that.
Selamat Hari Jadi Cikgu.
Yeah, so Selamat Hari Jadi Tegu, or you can say Selamat Hari Jadi Rani for the name that follows, right? So it just means happy birthday, so and so. Next page. Now, besides greeting, you want to be able to say two very important words, please and help, all right? So please in Malay is sila. Sila means please. So if you say sila duduk, it means please sit. Try that.
Sila duduk.
And sila jalan, which we learned before, is please walk. Now, another word important is tolong, especially when you're traveling and you need somebody to help you. You need to say sila tolong saya, which means please help me. Try that.
Sila tolong saya.
Yeah, tolong is help, please is sila, and saya is I or me. All right, so sila tolong saya. Now, of course, if we want to shout, tolong, tolong, it means help, help, all right? Another very important word, if you are traveling or you are leaving a place or you meet someone or somebody gives you something, is thank you. And this is terima kasih. Try that.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, terima kasih is a very important word because when you ask your way around, when you want to thank someone for help, you just have to say terima kasih in Malay and they will be very happy. All right, next. All right, now we are going to learn a few pronouns, which is important so that you can address people. So I is aku or saya. Aku is very common colloquial word, but I'm going to use saya because it's a little bit more formal, but it comes easier and doesn't sound so harsh. So it's saya, it's I. Try saying that.
Saya. That's
Saya,
I.
yes, yeah, it's I. You is awak, engkau, or anda. Again, awak and engkau are more colloquial. It's used most by people who speak Malay as their first language, but anda is a little bit more formal and polite. So we will use anda in our text, but you are free, if you are more comfortable, to use awak or engkau. They are not, it's not rude, it's just a little bit harsher, all right? So try that. You,
You, awak, engkau, anda.
anda. Okay. Now for he and she, it's one word, dia. Malay does not have very many gender differences. You would see that when we go along. So there's one word for he or she. It's dia. Can you say that?
Dia,
Okay. Now again, him or her is also dia. So as I said, Malay has very much less words to learn. Dia for him or her. Try that.
dia,
Yes. It is itu. There is also itu sometimes, but itu is it, right? Um, so it is for something that is inanimate, you would say itu. For animals, you can use itu, all right?
okay.
They or them is mereka. Now, just like he and she and him and her, the same word for they or them, mereka. Try that.
Mereka,
Yes. And then there is we. Now, we can be two words, kita or kami, because we, if it includes the audience, that means the person you're talking to, it's kita. So if you want the person to do something with you, then you say kita. But if you're talking about yourself as separate from the person you're talking to, then you say kami. Then the person knows that the other person is not included. So you are going somewhere with somebody else, but the person you're talking to is not included. So we say kami. Try those two words, please.
okay. Kita, including the audience, and kami, excluding the audience.
Now, for our first lesson, there's been a lot of words, but if you revise and look at them, in the following lessons, we will join these words to make simple sentences. Next slide, please. Now, of course, we are traveling or we are meeting someone and we need to ask questions. And then just like English, you have the 5 W's and the 1 H. In Malay, we are not so easy. There are many words, but they mean the same as in English. So for what, you would say upper. Try that.
Apa, apa,
Upper, upper. And for where, it is mana,
mana,
mana. For when is bila,
bila,
and why is kenapa,
kenapa,
kenapa. And who is siapa,
siapa,
and how is bagaimana.
bagaimana.
Okay. Now it's not so easy as 5 W's and 1 H because there's no way to remember unless you can come up with a way to remember. But the short words, but they are important in questioning. For instance, kenapa Anda jalan? Now we know those two other words. Why are you walking? So kenapa is why, Anda is you, jalan is walk. Now, as I said, Malay grammar is slightly simpler than English. So it comes out as why are you walking? Or so try that. Kenapa Anda jalan?
Kenapa anda jalan?
Yeah. And how was your walk would be bagaimana jalan Anda?
Bagaimana jalan anda?
So jalan here is used as a verb, walking, and it's also used as a noun for walk. So this is the trick for Malay, that one word, you may use it in many ways, but with practice, it will come to you. Okay, now these 5 6 words here are important in when you want to ask your way around town, when you want to ask where someone is, or when you can do something. So you must remember these 5 words when we learn to ask questions when you are traveling or you are new to a place. Next slide, please. All right, so for the end of this lesson, I hope you can look through these words and I will say thank you.
Terima kasih.
Yes, terima kasih.